Hi everyone. Last week, the City of Martinsburg approved a reimbursement agreement from the U.S. Air Force to address past PFAS contamination. And while I'm certainly pleased we finally came to that agreement, I'm working to make sure we can limit future PFAS contamination incidents. PFAS are members of a broad family of industrial chemicals that have been linked to higher rates of cancer and birth defects. They are extremely difficult to get rid of. In fact, they are often called forever chemicals. And other towns across the country have had issues similar to Martinsburg. That's why I'm working with Chairman Barrasso and Ranking Member Carper on the Environment and Public Works Committee to address this concerning national issue. We want to mandate that EPA establish a national drinking water regulation for PFAS within 2 years. That means municipalities will gauge whether their water supplies are within safe drinking range. I also have legislation that would hold polluters accountable and reduce the emissions of these chemicals into the environment in the first place. This week, the EPW committee approved my legislation, so it can now be considered by the full Senate. We were also able to get the measure added as an amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act, which the Senate just began considering. I'll keep you updated as we continue to work to get this passed. Next, in case you missed it, this week the White House finalized the Affordable Clean Energy Rule, or the ACE rule. This is President Trump's reversal of President Obama's so-called Clean Power Plan that would have been devastating for West Virginia. Under the ACE rule, energy producers will be asked to cut back on their emissions at an achievable pace without the unrealistic and strangling regulations imposed by the previous administration. This is great news for West Virginia Energy. ACE allows flexibility so that we can cut back on emissions without cutting back on jobs and economic growth. For more updates on my work on the EPW committee, visit my website at www.capito.senate.gov. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a great weekend.